Hey everyone, it's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here with an update on your weekend forecast. Now, no problems today. It's going to be a nice day overall weather-wise. We're starting out in the 40s this morning. We'll make our way into the 60s this afternoon. Under a mixed bag of clouds and sun, I think there'll be some filtered sunshine this afternoon. A veil of high clouds will probably move overhead, but all in all, today is a winner, a day to take advantage of. It's a nice day to maybe cut your grass for the first time this year or do really anything else outdoors today. The big national weather story today is going to be off to our south. This is going to be a big ticket severe weather day as we get into the midday and afternoon, especially down in parts of the deep south. Already this morning, there's a tornado watch in parts of southwest Texas, and there's going to be a lot more watches and warnings in this zone through here today. In fact, let me real quickly just pop up the day one severe weather outlook, and I'll take off the radar. Where you see the red, that is a moderate risk of severe weather. And whenever we see that kind of coloring on these convective outlooks, that really gets your attention. There's going to be a lot of tornadoes today, a lot of hail and wind damage as well. And this is the system that will be responsible for our severe weather threat as we go into the day tomorrow. Now let's start talking about our Sunday weather. Now we're going to see some steady rain for a time tomorrow morning. Now could there be a clap of thunder within this? I can't rule that out. This is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It is going to be raining at a pretty good clip, it looks like, in a lot of spots as the day gets underway. Now, the big question for us tomorrow is, will we get a pronounced afternoon break? And if we do, does the sun try to come out? Our severe weather risk late in the day tomorrow may be dependent on how much of a midday break we get, allowing the atmosphere to kind of recover and reload, and do we get any sunshine? If we get some midday afternoon sun intervals, that's going to further destabilize the atmosphere and up our severe weather risk later in the day. The timing on the risk for severe weather remains kind of late afternoon, early evening tomorrow. I'm going to switch models here. We'll take you into the late afternoon. Here's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Now, surely the model is not going to be placing the features correctly, exactly correctly at this early stage, but this will give you a general sense as to the coverage of thunderstorm activity right around 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. We could be dealing with some sort of a squall line with embedded possible rotation. There's going to be a lot of twisting and turning in the atmosphere tomorrow, what we call wind shear. I'm going to show you something pretty geeky here, but here's something we look at. This is the surface of the Earth, and then we go up through the atmosphere like this on this chart, and near the ground the wind will be primarily out of a southerly to even southeasterly direction, but notice how the wind turns as you go up through the atmosphere. So a few thousand feet up, the wind is more out of the southwest, where again at the ground it's more south-southeast. That turning of the wind aloft, or veering, is what can increase the possibility of some rotating updrafts with any of our storms. And again, the timing on this really hasn't changed since yesterday. We're looking at late afternoon, early evening. We could probably adjust this a little bit, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., 5 to 9 p.m., something like that. Wind damage will be the number one threat, but again, this is a setup that could produce some isolated tornadoes, and there could be some hail involved as well. But wind damage is fairly easily the number one threat with this. This is all coming our way late in the day tomorrow. Enjoy today. It's going to be a nice spring day. I'll be in tomorrow evening on 21 News at 6 p.m. With a full update on what's going on. Should be a pretty busy newscast weather-wise, and of course I'll have some more updates with you here online throughout the course of the weekend, and you can always get the most detailed, latest Storm Tracker 21 forecast by tapping on the Storm Tracker 21 app, and if you have not given that a download, go grab that out of the App Store. It's a free app, and I think it's the best weather app for our area. So we'll keep that updated throughout the weekend. In the meantime, I'll sign off for now. Have a great Saturday, everyone.